Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for inviting me to take part in the ACON 40 years celebration of community photographers tonight in Universal. Of course, when ACON first started, this fantastic venue was known as the Midnight Shift, and many events happened along the street at that time. One of which was the Candlelight AIDS Memorial Rally. Here we have the rally passing the midnight shift with the bar staff holding candles on the awning. It was a very surreal moment on Oxford Street because the whole street had gone completely quiet. The traffic was still, nobody was talking, and there was nothing but the shuffle of footsteps coming down from Taylor Square as people held candles and walked past all of the venues. My studio was up at Taylor Square, and from there we could see the thousands of people marching down Forbes Street and through Taylor Square on their way down to remember people who had died from HIV and AIDS. Too many people were taken from us in the early days of ACON, and two people who were very important to our community were Legs Galore and Tallulah Bright. Here Tallulah is congratulating Legs on winning Entertainer of the Year at the 1992 Diva Awards. Both died from AIDS-related illness on the same day. The Diva Awards have continued as ACON has continued, and I know it's not really ACON related, but I would love to congratulate the fantastic Ashley Swift on being inducted into the Diva Hall of Fame. This is a photo of him from when we first met back in the 80s, when I was studying photography at COFA. And here's Ashley doing makeup down in the Albury dressing room, that legendary place where so many fantastic creative shows and performances were hatched. I used to photograph at the Albury Hotel, and that's where I met Dot Dingle. And Dot, of course, many people would know as David Wilkins, who was one of the producers, along with Richard Weiss, of the ACON parties Hand in Hand back in the 90s. This is one of the photographs from the Hand in Hand New Year's Eve party with the fabulous Eleni performing there. At the parties, there were the infamous safe sex sluts who were out at the parties ensuring safe sex became part of the community. ACON often been leading the way in raising awareness of better health for everybody within the community, including women. Photography is an important part of documenting our events, the people and places that make our community so special. And Universal have continued to honour the history of their place on Oxford Street and within the community with the fantastic photo wall here. And as you leave the event this evening, do have a look at the entrance to the banana bar next door, where there is a wall of photographs celebrating 5 decades of Mardi Gras documented by community photographers. And there's a QR code so you can scan and find out more about the photographers in the exhibition. Thank you so much for the honour of taking part in the event this evening from my archive here in Oxford. Thank you.